Alright guys, so here we go with another video, more questions coming in. I've had a few people, not just one, I've had a couple comments about it, but a few people have actually messaged me and told me that, you know, having a truck as heavy as mine, crew cab, four-wheel drive, a converter, aftermarket converter is an absolute must. The truck's not gonna get up, it's not gonna go, it's gonna be a dog on takeoff. So I'm gonna make a real quick, just 0 to 50 or 60 or so, just dead stop takeoff. Not gonna do any brake, hold the brake and launch or anything like that. I'm just gonna do a flat foot takeoff, so everybody can kind of just see what it does. I'm not gonna get too carried away. If I try to do it too much, it just wants to spin, so I'm kind of gonna roll into it and then lay on it, just so everybody can kind of get an idea of, you know, from a takeoff, from a dead stop. Like I said, this truck is a 6.2 truck. I did go to 410 gears from 342s, and it is a stock converter truck. And so I'm gonna give everybody just kind of a dig of it right here. I'm just gonna do a little small roll dig. So like I said, I mean, that's a takeoff. You're not kind of rolled into it to get it rolling. You know, obviously if you do it just dead dig, it's gonna spin. So I mean, I don't know why you think you got to have a converter for a truck as heavy as this one. Yeah, if you got a 4.8 in a crew cab truck, which I've done it, I've built that one. I had a two-wheel drive 2008 4L60 transmission, stock converter, stage 3 Texas speed, 216, 220, 600 lift cam. I ran 430 gears in it, stock converter on it. Truck did excellent. I mean, it all depends on the tuning. I can't tell people enough. I mean, I'm not taking anything from anybody's tuner. I'm not saying that their tuner's not good or their tuner doesn't know what they're doing. There's a lot of excellent tuners out there that knows how to make great power, and you know, they can put it on the dyno and get stupid crazy numbers out of it or something like that. But when it comes to drivability of a vehicle with a camshaft, there's a bunch of tuners, and I've heard of some reputable tuners myself that wasn't able to make certain camshafts comfortably street drivable without a converter. I mean, yeah, obviously with a converter in it, yeah, it's simple tuning with a converter. I mean, but a lot of guys want converter. They want the race truck feel. They want the most power they can get out of it. I mean, I get that. I like the most power I can get out of mine, but also I want to be able to pull my trailer, you know, tow with the truck, pull up at the red light. I don't like the way a big converter feels. If you stop, you know, at a red light and try to ease off, which I'll give you an example. I'm stopping here at the red light now, right as we speak. So if you stop here at the red light and you try to ease off from the red light, a big converter is going to feel real slippy until it gets to its flash point, to where it's going to get a bite at. And you know, me personally, I like to ease around when I'm just cruising around town. I mean, and I don't like the slipping, dragging feel. And like I said, it's not what I want. It's not what I personally need. And there's a lot of people out there that I believe is in the same boat as me. They want the camshaft. They want the extra little bit of added power. They want the sound from a cam. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, a lot of people like it, and that's what they're after. But they don't want to have to buy a converter, and they don't want to have to go into the transmission, or they don't, you know, maybe they're on a budget for that matter. But like I said, all it comes down to, man, is finding you a good tuner who don't mind putting in a little bit of extra time for you, and get that thing perfected for you. I mean, like I said, I'm giving you a perfect example. Yeah, my truck's a 6.2. It's not a 4.8. It's not a 5.3. It's not a 6.0. Everybody keeps beating me up on, well, your truck's a 6.0 or a 6.2. Yeah, well, It is, and yeah, the camshaft is a little bit more less aggressive in this motor than it would be in a 4.8. My truck does, you know, do really exceptionally well on this camshaft with a stock converter. So, like I said, I mean, we can sit here and beat a dead horse all day long. You know, some people are dead set in their ways, and they believe that their way's the only way. And you know, and there's a lot of guys that says, oh, you know, you got to have a camshaft, you got to have a converter. Yeah, and a bigger camshafts, they're 100% correct. That's like this truck here. I'm really tempted to tear it down and go to a LS2 stage 3 camshaft in it, just to prove a point that, I mean, it's going to be a little more. The brakes are going to be a little worse on it, and it's going to be a little more pushy. But I'm really tempted to tear it down and do that camshaft just to prove that this truck can run that camshaft also on a stock converter. So I'm gonna be working the next few months. I'm gonna be in and out of town. So when I catch a break around probably Thanksgiving or Christmas time, I'm probably gonna be tempted to tear this thing down and do that camshaft in it, just to prove that even a little bit bigger camshaft, you can run a stock converter with it. So, but I just want to make this video to kind of help give everybody a little more insight on my truck, and you know, running a stock converter. It doesn't necessarily need a converter to get what a lot of people's looking for out of them. So maybe this will help a little bit. You know, it may just cause more ruckus, I don't know. But here's another video to try to help everybody out, just to show where I'm at with mine. So